How are you doing today? I hope that you're having a great start to the week, a happy, fabulous Monday morning with the Market Watch Monday. We're back. We're ready to go. I hope you had a great weekend, and I'm ready to jump into this. You know, I got a couple things to say before we jump into this, and then I'm going to run down the agenda so you know what we're going to talk about today, and then we'll jump into it. So first off, if you're buying anything off a TCG player, I have an affiliate link in the description. If you click it, it helps support the channel so I can make more videos like this for you. And if you like this content, smash that like button, man. We're trying to get this to 50 likes. Let's try to get 50 likes on this video. And if you're not subscribed yet, man, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Don't miss another one of these. And if you hit that bell, it really helps me out and helps you out. All of it helps other people like you see this content. So it really helps me out, and I really appreciate all of you. And I want to say what we are going to talk about today so that you know a little bit before we just dive right in. The past couple market watches, if you haven't checked those out, go check those out. We've been talking about certain character cards and, well, I guess certain characters cards, not necessarily just character cards, but you know what I mean. And today I figured we'd talk a little bit about OP14 and presale prices, just to go over them. And for a lot of you new players and new buyers, new collectors, just to know what to do with the presale prices and how to avoid overpaying. Give you a rundown, give you my thoughts and opinions on what you should do during a presale, and then we will be jumping into, we're just going to be going through a bunch of the more recent sets, so 13, 12, 11, PRB2, 10, EB2 a little bit, and then we're going to go through a little bit of 09, and then we're going to look at some Nico Robin cards. So if any of that sounds good to you, kick back, grab your popcorn, enjoy this video. It might be a little bit of a long one, so let's just strap in and roll with it. So off the bat, we have a Zorcy 7 booster box. I just ripped open a box of this the other day, got one for the sealed collection. Actually, I got it right here, hold on. Got one for the sealed collection with that shiny seal still on it. You know how we do. I got to keep one, at least one of each set, so I do have one of those sitting right over there. But I did not pay $245, and I advise you not to pay $245 as well. If you can find an LGS that is selling these, you should pay no more than like $135, $140. That's not even MSRP. Like, MSRP is supposed to be like $110, $99 maybe even. But shops got to make some money, especially with the demand. And if you can find a Bandai shop, like a Bandai exclusive store, those sell them for MSRP, but they cut the seal on them so that you're just going to open the packs. They don't want you reselling the boxes. They don't want you listing them on TCG Player for 250 bucks. You know, people are out here trying to sell these for 250 bucks. I've seen some on Facebook for more like 200, 205. Something like that, more reasonable, but still, this set is really cool because we do have OP14 with the first half of EB04 in it as well. So it is kind of difficult to get the cards you want. The ratios are a little off. It's a little bit different, but I mean, there's some good collectible cards in here. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of great playable cards in here as well. So don't get that wrong either. But for pre-sale price, $245. Wait till release day. And see what it really settles down to, and when it dips the lowest, buy it. That's my advice. And again, none of this is financial advice. This is just what I would do if I had the money and I was buying this stuff. So it's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't know how much money you make. I don't know how you spend it. Don't know your bills. But that's what I would do. You know, I'm lucky enough to have multiple LGSs around me that carry product and have it on release day and before release day, and offer pre-orders. So like my boxes, I was able to get, I believe, for $125 a piece, and I'm very thankful for that. But I do have to put on my pre-order pretty early, and I have to pay early, so I'm okay with that. I used to do it through a store, Gamer's Choice. I used to pre-order everything through there because they had it cheap, they had a lot of it, and you can get whatever you want. But then they stopped carrying One Piece, so I don't know if they do anymore or not. Let me know if you know down in the comments below. But they don't have it online the last time I checked, but it's been a while since I checked, just because I've been getting for my LGS. Anyway, again, I would try to shoot for less than $200 a box on this. It's everywhere. Bandai's printing more of this. I know the demand is there. I know people are going crazy for One Piece right now. We see it in these market watches. I do 2 market watches a week, and I'm constantly looking at cards because I have a massive collection. I'm always looking at the price of these cards. I'm always looking at what's moving and what's going up and down, and I'm trying to give you the best advice. But with this demand and with how much people are going after these cards, these boxes, everything, it's like, I mean, my collection goes up every single day. It's crazy. It's very crazy. And moving forward, unless Bandai continues to print more and more and more, it's just going to be hard to get your hands on because people are scalping. My locals is offering, they offer that 125 for players and on pre-orders. But if you're not a player and you haven't played there recently, they make you pay, I believe, 135, and they cut the seal so that people cannot take it and just go sell it online. So be wary of sellers online. Be wary of all this and all that. Be wary of pre-order prices. Don't pay this much money for this box. Now, let's go ahead and just look over a little bit of the singles. I'm going to refresh this. Let's just look over a little bit of the singles because there's a lot on here. There's a lot of inflation on here. It's inflated because of the low amount of listers. Only so many people can list on here. You have to be a very large store with a very reputable sales record on TCG Player to be able to list pre-sale on TCG Player for pre-sale on any card game. So with that being said, you can see 8, 1, 7, 6, 4, 9, 12, 13, 7. Like, I know you can't see my whole screen, but anyway, it's ridiculous. Like, there's so little that they control the market at first, and people pay it. People buy at some of these prices, and it's kind of crazy, you know. You look at stuff like this boa, and again, I'm not telling you what to do or not do with your money, but there is a sale at $870 on here. Now, usually I like to look at eBay for this kind of stuff, and we can here in the future. I know some people expressed me wanting to get into looking at eBay prices for higher cards, and we will probably do that just on specific market watches, looking at the higher end cards. But for now, I'm going to hold off, especially with this pre-sale stuff. I'd like to just wait until this settles. I know there's been sales of boa at $850 and $900. I know a shop around me bought one the other day for like $800. So they're out there. People will pay these prices, but there's a lot of stuff on here that's just heavily inflated in my opinion, but there's good reason behind it. So like these SPs, this Zoro SP and this boa SP, you know, they're great collectible cards and great fan favorite characters. However, the one thing that this set has going for it, for the prices and them warranting these price points, is that there are 3 extra SPs in this set that should not be in here. Now, it's the Zoro, the Edward Weevil, and the Kid. Those 3 SPs make your SP pull rate, I believe, lower. Now, if you're opening cases and you have a different opinion, you have facts behind this, let me know. But I'm pretty sure you get 1 SP from 14 and 1 from EBO4. Now, if I'm wrong, let me know. Please let me know. But I'm pretty sure that's how they put it. Also, the rares in this set, I believe, will be harder to get your hands on. Now, I opened a box, and it felt like I pulled just about 1 of every single rare. Typically, you end up with a couple extras here and there, and that I did. I ended up with like 2 of this card, 2 of that card, 2 of this card, but mostly just 1-ofs. And typically, when you open a box, you get a little bit more than that. But because there's those spread out extra rares from EBO4, it's just taking up extra slots. Same with the uncommons. Uncommons are really hard to pull right now out of this set because of the extra EBO4 uncommons. So keep that in mind. Some of your rares might be worth a little bit more than they actually normally are just because of the lower pull rates in this set. So the playable rares like Ground Death, keep an eye on that. The Thriller Bark cards, keep an eye on those. Those are super playable. The yellow boa event, like, just keep an eye on certain things. And let's just go ahead and talk about some of this stuff. So like this pricing on this buggy, 10K, fuck off, dude. Like, you're geeking, bro. Somebody bought one for a band, and this is the silver one too. Like, that's good payment. That's a good price for the buggy one, man. Like, that's a good price. They paid you well. The Teach was like $600-700 for a while before it started to finally go up for the silver. And the Shanks was definitely higher just because it's Shanks, but like, that's good pricing for the buggy, man. Off the rip, a band, and somebody paid 12 for another one. Like, that's good pricing. Somebody paid you well. But 10 bands, no way, bro. Get out of here, bro. That is crazy work to me. That's fucking insane. Mihawk. Now, this is not too crazy to me, considering that just with the market and where the mangas are. And Mihawk is a great character that people really do like. There's some great panels on here. I think it's maybe worth a little bit less than $1,600, but that's just me personally. I'd say maybe more like 13, 12. That's just me. That's what I would try to pay for it. But again, I'm not a manga collector. I'm not a manga buyer, but that's what I would try to shoot for, is more like 12, maybe even less if you could. But 16, I think, is a little steep right now. We'll just have to see. I do think, and this is getting off topic. OP15, The mangas in there will definitely hold a higher price tag because there is going to be 2 mangas put into that set for us. We will have the OP15 manga and the EBO4 Kobe manga. So, kind of crazy. The manga pull rates are going to be lower in that set. And we've had that before. We've had it in 05. We've had it in 13. We've had it in 09. It's fine. But compared to a typical baseline manga of a side character like Mihawk, I think that those other ones will be a little bit more expensive just because they're harder to pull. Now, I might be speaking out of line. I might be speaking a little too fast here, but that's just my thought. Okay, let's keep moving. Zora SP, I have seen sales for this around 800. I saw actually one for $1,000, like on the first day that people were opening product, which is kind of crazy. But if you really, really want one, you can get one for 700 bucks. People are selling them for. I just wait. You know, if you have one, sell it. Sell it now. That's my advice to you. If you don't, wait. If you really, really want one, just wait a little bit. This will come down a little bit. It might still be a couple $100. It might still be expensive, but I don't think it's going to be 700 bucks. Next we have You'll Frighten Me, and this one is around 350. And surprisingly, I think this one's going to stay closer to this. You know, if you look on here, there's tons of sales for this card. 200, 300, 300, 260, 260, 260, 260, 260, 300, 300, 325, 400, 350, 350, 325, 325, 350. I think this card's going to stay around the $300 price point. There's been sales on eBay for like $600 for this card, but I think 300 is probably going to be around the sweet spot. I don't think if you're paying that price, if you can find one for that price, I don't think that's a bad price. 350 maybe a little much, but even for pre-sale, that I think that's a good price. But I do think it'll hold right around 300, maybe 250. But this one's super sweet. I was able to pick one up in a good trade. I traded pretty decent value cards for it, or single card. Straight trade, and I felt like I walked away pretty even, so I'm feeling good about that. But I do think it'll hold right around 300. I don't think 350 is crazy. Perona SP, I think this one is a little inflated. I get it, it's Perona. She is a character that people do like, but 300 just feels a little steep for me on this one. Kid at 250 also feels steep. Sugar at 250 feels steep. Kid and Killer at 240 feels steep. I'm kind of surprised Sengoku's not higher because that's an actual playable card that people are actually playing, not like fucking 06 Perona and Kid and Killer and Sugar. I do understand this is Searcher, Dofi, whatever, but like some of these other ones, man, like I don't fucking get it. Let's talk about Ground Death because, you know, I got to cover my event mangas. I love these things. I collect them. I think they're beautiful. 180, I do think this will come down a little bit and be more like 120 probably. I'd say at the high point. There is 2 in this set, so it is hard to pull. But with this being such a playable card and people wanting this for Emu of 4 ofs, I think that's what's going to keep the price high. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think it'll probably settle around 120 or higher. Let's keep moving. Law Leader, I think, is a little inflated right now. This isn't a playable leader. People just like Law. I think the Boa Leader at 260 isn't crazy for pre-sale. We've seen it before. I do think it'll come down to like 150 max. Maybe people will stay crazy about it because it's Boa, but there's another Boa Leader out there from 07, a set that's less printed, more expensive, harder to find, and it's only 100 bucks. I don't know. Rosinante Treasure Rare, I think this one's really, really cool. I think this is a great scene and great artwork. I would not pay 125 for it. There are people paying that much for it. I would wait. I'd try to pay more like 60 bucks for this if you could, if you have somebody selling one. 60 bucks I don't think too bad for a treasure rare like that. Nami Alt Art, this is a cool card. It's not a super playable card, but very player forward artwork, collector forward artwork, if you know what I mean. Anyway, 120 for this, I think is steep. I just wait for it to come down. It's not crazy playable. People will be listing these cards. You got to think about how many people are opening this, how many stores are opening these sets, and how many cards will flood the market this Friday when it's legal. That's when you can start to say, okay, I overpaid for this card, or okay, I underpaid for this card, or okay, I can buy this card. Just wait. That's my advice. If you're a new collector, you're a new player, you're wanting to get these cards, you're anxious, you're nervous, you're excited, wait. Have some patience, have a little bit of calm to you, and wait. I don't think any of these leaders are going to stay over 100 bucks. Other than the Boa, I could see saying over 100 bucks. The rest of them, even the highly playable ones like Mihawk, like this is a great leader moving into this format. Emu's not fucking $100, and it's one of the best decks right now. Ace isn't $100, so these prices are just crazy. Ones that I think you should watch out for, like I said, Treasure Rare, Rosinante, I think is a great pickup for the right price. I do think the manga events are great pickups. I'm always going to say that. I think that they're right there with the SPs for me, man. Like, SPs, there's a larger pool of them, so it's harder to get the one that you want, but these have the same rate. You get 1 or 2 a case. That's all I'm going to say. Mr. 2 alt art, I would say keep an eye on, just because it's got Nami's face on it. That's all I'm going to say. It's got Nami's face on it. Any card with Nami's face on it goes up. There's a couple other sleepers on here. The secret alt arts are definitely always something to watch. However, Croc being not as playable as Mihawk will always settle lower. But the Mihawk, like, this artwork is gas. I am biased to Akira Agawa. I love their art. But $95, I think it'll come down. Don't think it'll stay that high. And same with Croc at $75. I think that's just a little bit ridiculous. I'd love to actually have a playset of these. This looks sick. I love the artwork on this card as well. But I will not be paying that price for it. A couple other things in here, you know, some of the EVO4 alts that are a little bit of duds, like VV, if you have this, sell it. This card right now isn't crazy playable. Like, I don't know what leader exactly it's supposed to support. I guess the Rush VV and also the new EVO3 VV, but like at the same time, neither of those are crazy powerful decks, so I don't know. Rosinante and Law, I'd keep an eye on as well. This actually makes Rosinante leader pretty good, especially when you consider the new Law secret out of EBO3 that we get in a month and a half. There's a couple others in here, but my advice to you is if you have some of these alt arts, I would definitely move them now if you have buyers that want to pay closer to pre-sale price just because they want them now. A lot of this will come down. It's just hype. It's all hype. Like this Croc. This 5 days ago was like $40 plus. And people paid that price. I mean, you can see it, $40. People bought a playset for $40. Now, maybe that person has a lot of money. They can do what they want with their money. I'm not going to tell you what to do or not do. But at the same time, if they waited, they could have got them for $20. They paid double. And I still think 20 is steep for Croc. Like, I'm looking to pick up a playset of this card. I'm going to try and pay like $10 a pop. Like, this card's playable and it's necessary for the Croc deck. But, like, Croc ain't doing a lot of work right now, man. So, again, like I said, some cards to watch out for. Some of these supers are going to be great. This Boa Hancock super is a really powerful card. Rosinante and Law, I think, is a good one. Nami is a good one to pick up as well. Playability-wise, I'm talking playability here. Perona has some playability in some green decks. And then I definitely think, watch out for the EBO4. Just all the supers in the set. Just because there's extra ones, right? There's extra supers in the set. So pulling supers are harder than before. So just keep an eye on them. They might be $1 or $2 more expensive than they typically are. I would also keep an eye on your Thriller Bark cards, with this just being such a generically strong yellow package. It's just something that people are always going to want. So with the high demand drives high prices. But then we have a bunch of rares. Don't pay prices like this on these rares. This Foxy card at $2 is hilarious, man. This card's really good for Foxy. But again, I digress. This is about all I got for you for OP14 right now. We will rediscuss this again probably next Monday. Or maybe we can move Market Watch to Friday instead of Thursday. We'll see. I'd rather do Monday just to have the weekend to let it settle. But we will revisit and talk over prices again then. That's about all I got to say about it. Again, my advice to you is just to wait. Have a little bit of patience. And control yourselves. Let's keep moving. All right, so OP13, we have a lot of stuff to discuss. We talked about Luffy cards before. This one we saw going up, and it's still up. This one held. You know, your lowest from a reputable seller is 110, and we have sales around there, and even higher than that. We have sales at 150 yesterday. Yesterday, as of recording this, I'm recording this on the 11th. Yesterday, people bought this for $150. So, if you have one of these, toss it in your trade binder, sell it to your local store, get rid of it if you're not going to do it, if you're not going to keep it, if you're not going to grade it, if you're not a Luffy collector and you want some extra cash to put towards your decks in 14, just trade this away, get your new cards, be happy. Now, if you're a collector, my advice to you is to hold on to this. I do think that this is a great collection piece. I don't see it going higher than this price, though, at least not for a long time. Next, we have Ace. I talked about this as well, right before it started spiking up. I believe I mentioned this. It was like 10, 15 bucks, maybe 20, maybe it was 20 bucks, I think. It's just great manga artwork. It's the same as the manga cards. Like all three of these that we're going to talk about, the Luffy, Sabo, and Ace, are all the same as the mangas. So it's just cool. This like doubled in price up to $40. So again, if you're not wanting to hold on to it, toss it in trade binder, get rid of it. But as a collector piece, I do like this. I have one of each of these and I think they're great. They look great in a binder together. I think it's just a cool thing to hold on to. But if you're wanting to trade for more cards, I completely understand. And I think get your money out of it right now. Like there's plenty to go after and get right now if you want it. Like Sabo, this actually has super low listings because I think people are thinking Sabo is a really, like, it's a decent deck, man. It's a pretty decent deck, but also this one was just undervalued and had a lot of listings, so people got rid of them, man. Like, you see how many sales there are over the past few days, and now we had sales as high as $50. We've got listings as high as $100, and there's only 10 right now. So just keep your eye on some of these cards. Emu Leader the other day did get bought out, and it looks like it's starting to calm back down down to $60 again. Let's see if these are phantom. Yep, that's a phantom listing. Let's see here. Phantom listing. Phantom listing. That's not a phantom listing, so $69 is going to be your lowest on this. And what I mean by phantom listing is exactly what you saw there. Listings that have not updated on TCG Player's seller base yet and appear to still have them for sale, but they are not. And when you click to try to add to cart, they say that they cannot be added. So lowest is going to be around 70 for this. That's, I mean, it went up. Like, it's kind of crazy. This card was a little lower than that, and people were paying as high as $90 on this the other day just because of the buyout, and people saw it and freaked out. 55. I mean, it was low as like $50 the other day, like $45 even. And I was waiting for this to come down, and I ended up buying one for around $50 too, as I saw people scooping them up. But $70 is going to be your lowest on your Emu Leader now, and then Roger as well got bought out, and I'm going to just assume these first three are phantom listings. Nope, that one's real. That one's real too. That one's real too. Okay, so there is one as low as $60, but if you want one from a super reputable seller, you're looking at like 82 for the lowest there. Roger, again, just a big buyout. You know, this is a great leader. It's Roger, King of the Pirates. Like, what else is there to say? You know, is bound to happen eventually. And with this just being great generic kind of leader, like just ramp super fast and then you become big, I think it was just bound to happen, especially with a set that is as expensive as OP13 is for being a month old, or sorry, like two months old. $520 is fucking crazy. But let's keep moving. Roger Altart has also seen a big movement, and I don't believe it's for the playability. This card is fine, but I think it's just because it's Roger, man. I think people are just like, this is a cool card and a great artwork. Like, if you look, the price on this, I guess it's been close to 30 for a while, but I feel like it was a lot cheaper. Yeah, it was a lot cheaper last month. It was like $15. Yeah, I still have one of these. I thought about sending it to get graded, but because it was so cheap, I decided not to. Like, it was about the value of what it would have costed me to get it graded. So I just ended up not grading it. But $30 now for your lowest on this Roger. It's great artwork, and I do think it will be playable eventually if we ever get a Roger Pirate card that allows this to be played 2 turns in a row. I think we'll be chilling. Bonnie Leader, this one didn't go up or anything. I just wanted to bring it up because it is super cheap out of OP13, and we just saw what happened to 2 medium priced leaders. Went all the way up to $80 a piece each. This one's only $27. Bonnie is a fan favorite character right now because of what's happening in the story. And I mean, this leader's not great, but cool artwork, manga artwork. Like, I mean, I wouldn't sleep on it, man. You know how I feel about leaders under certain price points. Another one under certain price point, $25. I'm actually probably gonna add one of these to my cart real quick. $25. I don't think that's bad. It's a super sleeper leader. They're selling like hotcakes today, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 sales today for Sabo leaders, just today. And I think people are just going after it because it's cheap, right? It's cheap. There's a good amount of listings. This leader's actually pretty decent and playable. Let's go ahead and look at the Luffy as well. I didn't pull it up just because we've talked about it enough. $100 as well. And then Ace, we can talk about too. Where is he? Ace. This one still 28 listings, still around the same price as it has been, around $65. So this one hasn't really seen a rise like well, maybe a couple dollar rise, but nothing crazy like the Emu and Roger hype. You know, if you're missing these, I'd say you could still snag him for 65 bucks is a safe bet. It's an ace leader. Like, this leader is really strong. It will be for a while. I don't think it's bad. Luffy Treasure Rare. This one has come down just a little bit. You know, this was 100 bucks the other week. We're looking at like 85 now. Not too bad, but definitely more expensive than it once was. Next, we have Smoker SP. I just wanted to bring up these two cheaper SPs out of the set. Smoker is only like 75 bucks, and this one's super cool. This card was super playable for a while. Still is in some green decks. Like, I mean, especially the Smoker leader. Like, just getting extra Dawn and Banish against a deck like Boa is kind of nasty. But collectability wise, 75 for an SP out of a set that's super expensive, I think is kind of cheap. Same with Ben Beckman, also around the same price, 75 bucks. Was super playable for a while, maybe not so much right now, but this is a generic effect. You know, this could come up in a leader if you give it some time. But despite that, again, it's more because this is only 75 bucks in a set that's over 500 bucks is why I'm bringing it up. Next, we have Jewelry Bonnie. This one has gone up just because of the yellow egghead support and leaders that have been coming out. This is played in the yellow Luffy. This is played in the red yellow Bonnie. This is played in yellow Bonnie. This is played in Vegapunk. Like, it's just a great card, and it's held around 40 bucks. It has not really moved since then. It was like 20 bucks, and then we got all those reveals, and now it's 40. Lilith, I'm surprised this one hasn't gone up more. It's holding right around 35 bucks, but I'm surprised it's not more because of how much this will see play. It's just such a generically strong searcher. Every deck that plays the Thriller Bark package plays 4 copies of Lilith, and I believe that every Egghead deck will probably also play 4 copies of Lilith. So for a generically strong searcher like this, only being 35 bucks a copy is just kind of mind-blowing to me. I think it's definitely undervalued, but I digress. Let's move into OP11 after I have a quick drink. Gotta keep my mouth hydrated, and I promise that was not a beer. It is a ginger ale. I just realized it kind of looked like a beer. But Gear 2, this one has also seen some crazy movement, like over the past week specifically. We have had high point sales of $400. Let me see if I can find it. Yep, $400. It just got super bought out, and like all the listings disappeared. And I mean, there's still listings like see if these are phantoms. No, 300 is your new lowest on Gear 2, and I think it'll probably stick. It'll probably stay around that price unless people start to get desperate, just because we have people buying around that price. You know, here's some for cheaper than that. These might be fake though, or somebody just needing some cash, but I don't know, man. It's kind of crazy. This set itself is so expensive now as well, also creeping up on $500 for OP11, so I think it warrants it. The price is there. Kobe leader, 6 listings left, man, and let me refresh just to confirm that, but this is one of those I told you to pick it up. I'm gonna fucking toot my horn, and I'm gonna tell you, when I say this again multiple times in this fucking video, if you don't buy these $20 or under leaders, you're gonna regret it when they become good, decent leaders and get some good support that makes them interesting, fun to play, and actually strong. Kobe was like a $18 leader, and I talked about him multiple times, and not just him, multiple other leaders that are under $20. Still, I have more in this video that I'm going to show you. If you didn't pick them up, you're starving right now, because 36 is your lowest, and this might even, yeah, that one's real, but I mean, there's only 6 of these left, man. There's not many of them left, and they will get relisted. They're not going to go up to 350 bucks. That's fucking tweaking price, but I could see this being a $50 leader just because the leader's strong after EBO3, and EBO4 support is good. That comes out in OP15. This leader has just been waiting on it, and I think it's Kobe's time, maybe not to shine, but to be prevalent and relevant a little bit. Lucky Roo also went up not that long ago and is holding around 40 bucks. Another treasure rare of a side character, still cool, still great and playable for Shanks if you're playing Shanks still, but 40 bucks, holding strong. Next we have Honesty Impact, another one I told you to pick up multiple times, around 30 bucks. It's about 70 bucks, and it's been holding. Last time it spiked up to 70 bucks, it did dip back down to about 50, but now it is about 70, and that's your lowest listings is 70 and up, and there's 28 of them at that price and higher, so we'll see where it goes and how it does, but this is a great one. Also a playable card in Kobe, maybe only has a 1 or 2 of, but I think this card's fucking hilarious. People get crazy triggered when you play it. Fire Fist Red Hawk, I told you to pick this up as well. This is just your bi-weekly or weekly manga event reporting. That's what I like to do now, is just tell you about these and how I've been right about them, because this one was also $30. It's got Luffy on it. It's got Dofi on it, man. This card's gas. $100 is your new lowest for this. We had tons of these selling at even cheaper than that, $60. Way cheaper than that, 65, 60, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. I believe last time we talked about it, it was around 40 and $50, and I was like, get this now. New lowest is 96. We'll see if it comes back down or if this is the new staying price in the stick point, but wouldn't sleep on it with the price of the other manga events that we've talked about and are going to talk about. Luffy alt art out of 11 is also up at about $40. I believe this is just Luffy hype. You know, people buying out this card because it's hard to pull and it's cool and it's Luffy. Awesome card. I mean, look, this is an arm. That's his fist. Gas. Super, super cool. $40. This is from an iconic fight too. It just looks awesome, man. Shiroshu leader has spiked up just because of the support. I think this leader and this deck is still kind of ass. That's just my personal opinion. Maybe I'm ass with the deck. You know, I'm not the greatest at the card game. I never claimed to be, but when I've tried to play this leader with the new support, I just get mollywopped, and I just think that it's just because you can't attack, and it's just so far behind other leaders. But I digress. We're not talking about competitive whatever. $30 is unit lowest for this. This was also like a $15 leader for fucking ever. Just because it was not good. Like 17 bucks. That's Japanese. $25, $15, $23, $20, $20, $18, $16, $20. And sure, this was coming up to about a month ago, but still, like, you could have gotten this for like 15, $16. And now it's $30. Not a crazy increase or anything, but there are low listings. So, and it looks like a lot of them are one-ups. But let's keep moving. Katakuri. I'm only going to say this once. Buy it. $20. 48 listings. There's a ton of them available. $20. It's not a crazy great leader or anything. Maybe we'll get some great support that boosts this up. You know, we're rotating out like a lot of the good yellow Big Mom Pirates stuff, so we're not going to be left with a lot of good stuff. So I could see them making a new Big Mom Pirates leader that has purple and something else, and giving some of the purple a little bit more of a boost so that you can do some more cool stuff with it. But maybe we won't, maybe we will, I don't know. Still, either way, $20 for a fan favorite character with some dope artwork on it, I don't think is bad. Use that affiliate link too. I'm telling you, Jinbei, $12. Now, I don't think Jinbei will ever be competitively viable. This is my boy. This is my GOAT. I love Jinbei. I have it built over here, and I have the new one built. But this deck is ass. In 11, I was able to creep some wins off some people just because they didn't know what the cards did and they didn't see it coming, and I could creep out a couple wins. But now, even with the new support, I just think it's mid. It's fine. It's whatever. The new blocker's cool. When you pair it with the event, it's cool. And then you summon a dude off of it, it's cool. But it's just not strong enough to keep up with any other meta-relevant deck right now. So $12, still super cheap. 49 listings. I mean, it's got the Straw Hat Crew typing link. It's super cool. I just wouldn't sleep on it for $12, man. You never know. Hibari, this is going to be your pick up your Kobe cards now if you're wanting to play Alt Art Kobe, because they're pretty cheap. Hibaris are as low as $11 right now. There is one for 10, but 11 is going to be about your lowest, and that's pretty cheap for this card. This card's really, really good looking in person. The colors pop. There's great texture on it, and it's a powerful card. You usually only play this as a 1 or a 2 of in the newer lists, but still wouldn't be bad to have. Kyujaku, I think this is a great pickup. Now hear me out and let me tell you why. This searches for Navy cards. Navy cards have been arguably some of the better archetype cards printed multiple times. We're talking black cards, we're talking blue cards, we're talking Sakazuki, we're talking Smoker back in the day, new Kuzan cards. We've had a lot of great Navy cards. And we're going back to Paramount War, where there's a lot of Navy leaders, or not a lot of Navy characters, and I could see us getting another red something Navy leader. I could see a red-blue Navy leader, something that uses the red cards and then also maybe the blue Kuzan cards, or I don't know. We've had a red-black Garp before. It just never really clicked. But $10, $11, I don't think is bad for this. Great in Kobe. It's a 4 of. I think you also play this with the red promo deck leader, the Luffy Sabo Ace that has the Garp chasing him. That one that we discussed. I think you play this in there because you're searching for the Navy cards in there. And it has a boost. Like, this is more than just a searcher. Like, this card's pretty damn good. Looks great too. 11 bucks. Again, I just wouldn't sleep on it. Doll, again, 11 bucks. You play this in Kobe. This is a really strong card too. Definitely think you should grab this as well. Helmeppo, only $6 or $7 or $8. I think that's a sleeper pickup, man. 29 listings. It looks like they're going. I mean, they're not moving like crazy. Oh, fuck. On the 9th, they did move like crazy. And on the 8th. So that's just my opinion. You know, if you're wanting to play Kobe and you want to alt out the deck, now's the time to grab it when the cards are super cheap. Let's actually look at the Kobe secret alt because I did not pull that card up. This one is also still pretty cheap and looks fantastic, by the way, I will say. I've seen this card in person and it looks awesome. The artwork is great. 17 bucks, also not bad, but that's just me telling you Kobe might be good. DMG. I told you grab this around 100 bucks, maybe 70 bucks. 200 bucks now is your new lowest for this. It's a great playable card. Will be for forever in green until a better version is printed. I mean, what more could you ask for than a 3K counter and rest 2 of anything your opponent controls for $3? Like, just fucking broken. Also, has Zoro on it. And Kaido getting his ass clapped. Like, man, 200 bucks, I think you should have grabbed it before, but I don't think it's too late, especially with Legacy and the Master starting to rise up for the price of the box. 215 bucks is your new lowest on this box that just came out a couple months ago and was stuck at 120 bucks, man. Like, because this was everywhere and everybody was like, yeah, the pulls are just all right. Like, fuck, man, this box is already going up in price. This is already going up in price. Oh, wow, we got a new listing since we refreshed. 160 bones. Might be time to snag it. Maybe if it's still there in the morning. All right, next we got Zoro Juro from the same set as well. This is also about 230, then goes up quickly after that. Only 14 listings. You know, people love their Zoro cards. This card is beautiful. All of these blacklight SPs, whatever people want to call them, super, super cool. The negative effect on it is really cool. It looks great. They all look awesome. 230 bucks is your lowest on this. And then Ace is also pretty high, up at like around 150. I think this one looks great. The black and yellow really pops. Next we have Kuma alts, and low of 66 is not too bad. 70 bucks. I don't think that's crazy. The regular secret is like 40 bucks, but man, if you think about it, like Cat Secret regulars were like 80 bucks for the longest, and the alts were like 120 to 150. And then you think about Bonclays, those were also like 40 to 80 bucks, and the alt was always like 100 to 200 bucks. So the alt was always like double the price. This is right around 60, 70 bucks, and the regular is right around 40, maybe creeping up past 40. So I don't think it would be bad to pick up the alts if you're a yellow player. This is a great yellow card that would be played in a lot of yellow decks for a really long time. Even at this price point, I don't think that's crazy if you can get it for like a play set for the right price, you know. Next we have Sanji Treasure Rare, and if you don't have this, it might be a good time to grab it before it continues to go up. It looks like it's stabilized here around 70 bucks. Clear these filters. 70 bucks. We have a lot of sales around 60 and 70 bucks. You might be able to find one at 60 bucks. Excuse me. You might be able to find one at 60 bucks. There's a couple sold the other day. Like we have one. We have some lightly played for 65. One near mint for 70. Maybe your locals. Maybe you can find one off somebody in their trade binder and get towards it. But this is a great scene in the story and great for Sanji lovers out there. So not too bad. Yeah, here we go. Kuma's 50 bucks is the lowest on these. Like, man, if you're buying this, I mean, I don't know. If you're just wanting to play them, I guess 50 bucks is it, just stay around 50 bucks, but like the alt's only a little bit more than that. Like, I maybe would go for the alt if you got the extra bread. This is still steep. Like, these were 40 bucks the other week, and it's just going up because more better yellow leaders just keep getting revealed, and this is going in every yellow deck right now, and it's just crazy strong. It's so good. So I don't really know what to tell you about this card. If you want to play yellow decks, you're gonna have to pay the tax. You're gonna have to pay the yellow tax. But I don't know. Fuck it. Boof Burst. I would also not sleep on this one. This is Sanji kicking Queen out of the same set as the DMG. Now, this is not as playable. I wish that they did make this card a little bit more generic. You know, it is generic for multicolor leaders, I guess. But, like, I don't know. DMG is just so strong for green. I think this could have been a better card. and driven the price up more because of the playability. But I think the collectability helps it out a lot. I would definitely grab this before it goes higher than $100. I was literally telling, I feel like I'm repeating myself, man. I feel like I'm going crazy because DMG was also around this price, and I was like, I'd grab this before $100. Now it's $200. So with the box price rising, I would probably not sleep on this. That's just me. Bonnie Secret Alt, this has been going up and losing listings because of Mihawk playing this. Mihawk is playing this. Carrot is playing this. I feel like I'm missing one as well. I mean, Bonnie plays this. A lot of green decks are starting to play this card just because it's a good 5-cost block. Like, you get a filter on it, and then you get a Dawn active. Like, it's a great card, and this is a very pretty version of it. $30. Only a couple at $30, and then it's 40. So might not sleep on it, but if you don't want to pay that, the regular is only about $12, and I would highly suggest getting your playset now if you're a green player. It's just a great card to have. It's a good 4-of. It's just a good card. Not too bad for $12. Perona, these have come down just a little bit, but still are. I mean, fuck, man, maybe not. We have to find a gold star seller or a reputable seller. Yep, here we go. $7, $7, $7. You know, if you still need these, I would try and grab them around $6 from maybe a buddy, some local people, something like that. $5, $6. Like $7 or $8 isn't too bad, but these were like $3 or $4 not too long ago, but Mihawk has brought them back up. Rosinante Alt, this was like $3. This was a super sleeper one. I mentioned this actually the other week, I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm crazy. Let me know if I'm crazy, but I'm pretty sure I mentioned this the other week in sleeper cheap alts just because Rosinante is a fan favorite character. And now we have seen some traction in this just because it's, well, I think because of the character, but also because the deck is now a lot more playable. Rosinante has become a lot more playable because of that new card and the law that comes out in EBO3, and we finally get the promo here in the West out of the illustration boxes. So $8 for this, I don't think is too bad still for a searcher and a great alt art of a fun character. The Law alt art has also gone up as well. I believe this was closer to like $10, maybe even $8 for a little bit, and spiked up once the reveal came out. Yep, like $9 at the end of last month, and saw a spike because the leader is a little bit better now. So definitely something to consider if you're wanting to alt out that deck. Now, oh my god, excuse me, I'm so sorry. I'm tired, sleepy. The rest of the deck is pretty cheap. Those promos might be a little expensive because they are out of an illustration box that everybody and their mother is trying to get their hands on because it has OP13 and PRB 2-packs in it. And it's an alt art, so just keep your eyes out if you're wanting to play this leader. Try and grab those promos for cheap and get the rest of the deck for cheap as well. The regular supers and the rares are still pretty cheap. Reiju, this one has seen actually hasn't seen a spike. I don't think so. I think this card's chilling. Yeah. Not moving too much. I do think it is a sleeper if you're wanting to play Sanji. This is only for like $13, $14. It's a great card. Beautiful artwork. I don't think that's a bad price for it. Sanji himself, we talked about this. Also, I think that after EBO3, I do think this leader will be pretty viable as a good tier 2 option, a good rogue option. But unfortunately, right now, it just doesn't have what it needs. I do think that Reiju helps a lot, and with the right pilot, this deck is kind of crazy. $22, I don't think is too bad for this. Shanks, I think this is super undervalued. This is not just a Shanks card, right? Like, you can play this in any red deck. It's just a good blocker. It's a 4/6, and it gives them. It's basically a 2K, making one of your cards a 2K in your hand every turn. I think it's a great card. Definitely something to consider for only $10. And if you are a Shanks player, oh my god, if you like Shanks, and you're a Shanks player, like a playset of these for $40, I don't think that's too bad. Rayleigh leader, $25. I'd snag. I'm just gonna go through these fast because I'm tired of saying it. $25. Just pick it up, man. $25 on Kuzan. This has actually got a lot of hype right now because people do believe Kuzan's going to be pretty strong in this format. You just gotta find the right cards, and the deck's pretty good. So $25. Don't think that's too bad either. Koala, $20. It would just buy the card if you're a collector. $20 for Rosinante. If you don't have it, buy it. Law is in the background. Law is a fan favorite character. Rosinante is a great character. $20. Don't think it's too bad. All right, OP10. Edward Newgate SP, highest card in the set that is not the manga. Crazy. It's crazy. Now, this isn't even a great playable card, but this artwork is so gas. The entire Whitebeard Pirate crew, toasting some brews. Like, what more could you ask for, man? That's fucking gas. 233 is your lowest for your near mint on this. I think this is a great collector piece, a great one to have in your arsenal. If you can find this for around 200 bucks, I wouldn't sleep on it. Next, we have Sanji SP, and this one has just continued to rise as well. It's Sanji's fan favorite character. OP10 is an older set. It's like 2 years old now. Could you believe that? No. It's 1 year old now. Can you believe that? Crazy and great artwork. Very beautiful card. Has seen a constant rise, and we can actually just see it here. Constant rise over not that long period. 80 bucks all the way up to where it is and sales at 150 now. So, with it continuing to go up, what do? I try and get this around 125 if you can. I think that's not a bad price for it. Ace Treasurer, I still think this one's slept on. You have Luffy on it. It's Ace and Luffy in Marineford. Like, what the fuck more could you ask for an Ace or a Luffy fan? Like, this card's awesome, dude. 80 bucks. Actually, for your lowest near mint, it's like 87. This card was like 20 bucks for the longest. I was able to snag a couple of them around that price before they jumped super high. If you're a collector, I would try and get this around 60, 70 bucks if you can. I know that's a lot under asking price, but still, I think it's a great card to hold on to for a while. It has a low pull rate, low listings. Definitely think it's one for the long haul. Gear 4, this one has also seen a rise. Not as drastic as the Gear 5, but I do think it'll get there eventually. If you're not careful and you don't have one of these, I would consider trying to get one around 60 bucks. I don't think it's too bad. It's Luffy, iconic transformation into his Gear 4 form. Has Gear 4 in the background. Great, beautiful card. Low pull rate. Cool. Usohachi around 120. This has an alt out of PRB2 that's a lot cheaper as well, but it is not an SP, so it's harder to get your hands on this one than the PRB2 one. Or is it? I don't know. The PRB2 one might have a lower pull rate technically. It's hard to tell. But 115 on this, I think that's an okay price. Maybe if you could get for 100 or a couple for 100 and have a playset of them, this is a great card and doesn't rotate out for like 2 years. Will be played in many purple decks for the foreseeable future just because of how strong the effect is, and it's 2K. So I wouldn't, like, if you're a player and you're like dedicated to purple cards and you want max rarity, I wouldn't sleep on this. No, I wouldn't sleep on it. Law has also seen a constant rise as well. I think it's just a cool card, and it's the same artwork as the manga rare. 50 bucks is your lowest on this, and it looks like it's just continuously moving up. It's not like a crazy amount of sales every day or anything, but just not many of them out there. So 50 bucks is your lowest on this, and it looks like it is creeping up past that eventually. So might get it now before it's too late. Next, we have Divine Departure, and this one has also seen a rise. This was like 60 bucks the other week, man. God, now it's 200 bucks. Sorry, 130 bucks for your lowest. This is a real listing, no phantoms here. 130 bucks, but after that, not long before it's 150, 180, 190, 200. So, I don't know, man. I'm preaching about these manga events, and I just don't want you to continue to sleep and be fooled by these fools around you. Charlotte Pudding SP, 60 bucks. I don't think is a bad price for this, especially with how pretty this card is. I have one. I actually sent it off to get graded, so I really like this card. I think it's very pretty. 60 bucks I don't think is a bad price for an SP like this. Same with Flampe, around 50 bucks. You have Katakuri on it. I think it's a great one to pick up. So 50 bucks I don't think is too bad. Same with a Rouge, just for a cheap SP. I mean, this is one of the cheaper SPs at 35 bucks. Just awesome, man. Awesome price for an SP. Law Leader, 24 bucks, man. Like, same as the other ones. Just buy it at 24 bucks. Like, I don't know what you're waiting for if you're a leader collector, if you want some cool cards. Like, Sanji, 20 bucks. I don't think that's a bad price. It's actually Nami artwork. Like, super cool. 20 bucks. This is a great playable card for many different red decks. Tashigi, I think this one's actually slept on just because of how good this card actually is in certain matchups and as a green generic 2K staple. 20 bucks, I don't think is a bad price at all. Definitely something that you might want to consider. Kid, $20 leader, man. $20 leader. Sugar, $20 leader. This was actually like 12 bucks for the longest, but $20 leader. Smoker, $20 leader. And this one has so much potential too, man. This one has so much potential. $20 leader. Luffy, I talked about this and how it had some potential as a collectability piece. Now the lowest is like 25 on this. It's like 10, 12 bucks when we talked about it the other week. Still think it is. It's an awesome card. He's like in gear 2, beating the shit out of fighting. I would assume like the Navy officers. This is Sabaody, so I would assume that's what's going on here. Maybe against a pacifista. Caesar Clown. I believe this is the cheapest leader in the game for an alt art. Let me know if I'm wrong about that. And I'm talking out of a booster box. $8, $7 for a lightly played, $12 for a near mint. That's just super cheap, and I think this leader is so much fun. I think just the Punk Hazard lock right there really holds this leader back. If we get some better targets for that, I think this leader has some potential, but unfortunately right now it is Monet control, and if you do not see Monet and some other reducers, you're kind of screwed. But with that being said, this one does look awesome. It has some great texture and foil on it for 12 bucks. I don't think you can pass this up. I was right. I told you about this one. 350 is your new lowest for Cross Guild manga. I always say one in poster because it in the story it's a poster. But 350, it's your new lowest. Come On, We'll Fight You is still around 190, 200 bucks. Last time we talked about it, it was also around there. But My Era has gone up. Your lowest is 250 on this now. 15 listings left, and I will tell you it will continue to move just like the rest of them. Gum Gum Giant also holding at 900 with mini sales at that price point. Maybe not mini, but yeah, a couple at 850 and stuff. So it looks like it's going to hold, and I would just hold on to it. If you have one, hold it near and dear to your chest. Zoro, this one has continued to go up with hype behind Mihawk and the Supernova build, so definitely consider, well, I wouldn't consider getting these. That's just me, but this version has also continued to go up. This was like 16 bucks when we talked about it the other day. Now it's 20. Again, just a great playable 2K for many different green decks. And maybe you should buy the SP that just came out. Super expensive, right? This is one that I don't think you should sleep on if you're wanting to play Kobe. This is only $5. This rare had a peak of like $20 at one point when PRB2 just first came out, just because of it's a good card. That's about all there is to it. Now it's only $5. Definitely think it's something you should consider. Next, we have the alt art, only around 30 bucks as well. So if you're wanting to bling it out, that's not a bad price. It is some cool art as well. Gecko Moria. This is a great card for the Gecko Moria strategy, the new one. Only 36 bucks for the alt art isn't too bad, but I would consider getting this one. I called this out when it was $2. I said if you wanted to play Black Yellow Moria, grab this now. It is now $8 for your lowest on this one, and it's a 4-up, man. Like, you play this card, and it's really good in the deck. So if you need this, you're looking at $8 a copy. Maybe you could try and snag some around $5 or $6 from some buddies or some locals or something like that. I don't know. Try and trade for it, but you know, you got to get the cards when they're cheap, man. $2, $3. We knew about this leader, and we knew this was coming, and look what you did. Next, we have the Suit Zoro, and this one has gone up just slightly since we talked about it the other day. Only slightly, but again, only 11 listings left, and I just think it's something cool. I think it's a cool sleeper Zoro card. 60 bucks for your Enel. This is the only card we're going to talk about out of EBO2, just because this saw a drastic buyout the other day because we had a new yellow Luffy leader revealed that is Sky Island type, so you can play Enel in it. Really funny. 60 bucks for your lowest. This might be Phantom. This is not Phantom. This person has 17 of them. That's insane. 60 bucks is your lowest on this, and then if you want the regular, they are about 15 bucks as well. So consider grabbing them now. Oh, it looks like the Enel alt art has also continued to go up at like 78 bucks. That's kind of crazy. That was like the price it was when this leader first came out, man. Crazy. Shanks alt art, and as well as Teach alt art and Buggy alt art have all been seeing a rise, a slow creep up. And I'm gonna give you my theory about this. These are the Emperors. This is out of 09, a set that's creeping up on $700. These are great collectible cards, great playable cards for each of their strategies. Why aren't they more money, right? Shanks, 32 bucks. This was 20 bucks for the past couple months, even cheaper than that. Buggy has always been like $10, man. Only 22 listings left, and your lowest on these are like 25 bucks, and those aren't even like gold star sellers, right? Like, here you go, 21 bucks with a $5 shipping, so 26 bucks, 27 bucks for Buggy, for Big Buggy. Geekin', man. Teach. These are 15 bucks. Lowest for like 16. Again, only 28 listings. These are starting to evaporate and disappear. So if you're a fan of these decks or you want these cards for a collection of some sort, I wouldn't sleep on them before they continue to rise. If we look at Emperors in the New World and we look at the price of a box, it's continuously going up. Has come down just a little bit. 620 is cheaper than it was the other day, but here we have more listings closer to 700. So it seems like people are just going after everything in the set now. So something to keep your eyes on. Also, the Luffy has gone up as well. I think it's just because it's a great artwork of Luffy, but your lowest is like 65 on this one as well. And then we have the Teach leader. This one has also continued to go up. 18 listings left, and Teach is not a great playable leader like that. Some people argue with you, and I do love Teach. I'm a Teach enjoyer, and I'm not trying to play Teach right now, but like it's just going up. Almost 50 bucks right now, and it's not even being played by a lot of people. Maybe it's a sleeper pick. Let's look at the other ones too, just because they're also slowly moving up. Shanks around 35 bucks, and then we have Buggy. This one is also around 35 bucks, so I wouldn't sleep on them. You know, I've talked about them before. Here's another one from OP09 that you shouldn't sleep on. It has tons of listings. It's under 20 bucks. Lim, it's not Emperor. It's not a playable, like super great playable leader or anything. It is a fun leader, but under 20 bucks out of a crazy high expensive set. Don't sleep on it. Next we have Roger. If you're not playing red anytime soon and you're not playing these cards right now, I'd move them. PRB 3 is going to be coming out in the next whatever, probably near the end of summer for us. And you know, that is a little bit away, but if you don't plan to play red until then, I would just get rid of these for like 25 bucks a copy if you have a playset. The alt art has also gone up a little bit, around 75 bucks. It looks like these are just getting bought every day a little bit. Looks like collectors are trying to get this card up, just because, I mean, well, people are also playing this in Ace, and it is a great card, but 75 bucks is your lowest on this. That is kind of steep. Next, we have Nico Robin cards, and there's unfortunately not so many of these. You know, Nico Robin being a early member of, I can't say super early, but like a member of the Straw Hat crew, and has been in the story for a very long time, and is a pivotal member of the story that had a whole like huge arc around her, has surprisingly very little cards. Now let's talk about them, and we'll talk about the stamped ones briefly because you know how I feel about those. But first anniversary stamped one, this one 200 bucks, whatever, dude. Like if you have sales on this at that price, that's crazy. People are buying this for $200. That's crazy. Nico Robin anniversary edition, 180 bucks. Not crazy, I guess, when you consider the price of the sealed set, but I don't know. I wouldn't buy it. That's just me, though. I'm not a Nico Robin collector. This one, it's gone up now. I feel like I talked about this the other day when we were talking about stamp cards. This was like 40 bucks. And now it's 120 bucks. You know, this is an older champion participation pack card. It's been around for a while, and your lowest is 120 bucks now. That's kind of crazy. Let's see these sales, because yeah, I mean, we talked about it not that long ago, and I want to say we probably talked around New Year's maybe. I'll go back and look at it, but like, I don't feel like it was this high when we talked about it, but your new lowest is 120 on this one. Next, we have the leader, and this has continued to go up. A lot of people are hype on this leader in EBO3 format. You get the new yellow Straw Hat cards that are really strong, and I think that this leader can use them very, very effectively, and banish on a leader is very strong, especially when you go up against yellow decks. So 60 bucks is your lowest on this, and with the trend of the other 09 leaders, I'd keep your eye on this one. It already has gone up, and I think it's just because of the playability, but with the other ones going up, I'd just watch this one. Next, we have Nico Robin from EBO2. This one we talked about, and it's kind of holding at where we last talked about it, around 50, 60 bucks. Great card, great artwork. It's super fun. Definitely an enjoyable piece of artwork. Another pre-release one. This is an Egghead card. This one is playable. People do pay $100 for this. It's not often that they do, but if you have one, just sell it, man. Sell it to someone that'll buy it, because you don't need this little silly stamped card sitting in your bulk box. Next, we have the 3rd anniversary one, and this one is also around 40 bucks. I'd just get rid of it, man. That's just me. But next, we have the 6 cost Nico Robin, and this one is playable for yellow decks and has been for a while. You know, what's the highest on this? It says 60 bucks over here, but latest sales are only around 35, 40 bucks. So that's not too bad. If you're a collector, I would definitely grab one of these around that price, but I wouldn't buy playsets of this card anytime soon. I mean, it's a good card, but I don't know. I don't see it played too much anymore. We have Nico Robin out of the promo folder. I don't know what this promo folder is called, but we've talked about other cards that are out of it as well. 35 bucks. I think this is a sleeper pickup. Definitely 30 listings. You know, there's a lot of them out here, but I think it's a sleeper pickup. Yeah, it's the scene. That's the scene, like right when she first gets on the Mary and she's like, "How are you all doing? I snuck on your ship and I want to join your crew." Awesome scene in the background there, and here she is in her Wano outfit. Great piece for a collector. 35 bucks. I don't think it's too bad. Another great collector piece in my opinion, and also a playable card for your black Luffy or Koala leaders if they ever get any good. 32 bucks. I don't think it's too bad, but great collector piece as well. Another good collector piece, 26 bucks. I don't think that's too bad. This one has held around that price because I actually sold 2 that I had pulled from PRB packs. I sold like over a month ago for around this price, so it's held around there pretty well. 34 listings. There's a good amount of them out here. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. Next, we have Gift Collection Robin. I think this is also a sleeper around 25 bucks. Great card. Gift Collection, I think, is undervalued and underrated. Next, we have the Film Red one. Just like the other ones, I think this is a sleeper. And somebody had a good point about these. I believe they were talking about this binder. The Film Red binders are still super cheap, and you can get all of the cards for, I don't know what they said. I don't want to misquote them, but I would look at maybe getting the whole Film Red binder sealed if you could for a cheap price, and then you would have all of them. That'd be a nice little collection. Pre-release from OP02, yeah, whatever, 20 bucks. 2nd anniversary, 20 bucks. If you're really keen on these stamped cards, this one's a sleeper pickup because it is an anniversary one and it is cheap. Definitely wouldn't sleep on that if you are a stamped anniversary or release event collector. This one is from 11, and this one's cool. This almost like Slice of Life Robin right here, looking around and in a little. Where is this from? What arc is this? I can't even tell. 20 bucks, 25 bucks, not too bad either. This one I think is really fun. She's got Chopper's cotton candy in her hand. She's sitting on the Thousand Sunny. Just looks like a fun time. 10 bucks, not too bad for a card that's out of a 3-pack of cards out of a starter deck that you can't really find anymore. And then we have the Judge version of this card. Now, this one has tons of listings, but again, if you're a Robin collector, I don't think 3 bucks is too bad for this. And then we have the super pre-release Robin with her windmill arm here, the 3-5 vanilla from the starter deck 1. 10 bucks. Again, not too bad for a super old card. Another 2nd anniversary Robin, also under $10 and not too many listings left. I think that's kind of a sleeper pickup if you're a stamped collector. And then finally, we have the OP10 release event Robin with the arm tree behind her with her silly hat in Dressrosa for also around $7. Only a few listings left. That's all I have for you today. A little bit of a longer one. I know we've been keeping these around 40, 50, maybe even an hour time, but I want to try and give you the most in-depth value and everything that I can so that you know what I know, and I'm just yapping at this point. But if you stuck around this long, thank you. I really do appreciate your support. If you haven't liked the video yet, smash that like button. Let's try to get 50 likes. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and that bell so you don't miss another one. If you're buying any cards off of TCG Player anytime soon, use my affiliate link in the description below. It helps support me and it helps me create more content like this for you. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or anything, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to talk to you about this. If you want to talk even more, hop into my Discord. I'll give you a personal link. Just ask for it in the comments below. I hope you have a great rest of the week. If you don't see me again, I hope you have a great life, whatever. Maybe you'll come back. Maybe you won't. I don't know. Come back for Thursday. We do these Mondays and Thursdays. Anyway, I'm rambling. I got to get to bed. I will see you on the next one. Peace.